Cultural appropriation, particularly concerning Native American communities, is a deeply complex and sensitive issue that often causes significant and multifaceted harm on personal, communal, and societal levels. It involves the unauthorized adoption of elements from their rich culture by non-natives without permission, often in ways that disrespect or completely disregard their sacred, profound meanings. This stands in stark contrast to cultural appreciation, which is about respectfully engaging with another culture, learning directly from credible native sources, and supporting native artists directly to ensure they benefit economically and culturally. The impacts of appropriation are far-reaching and profound, affecting native communities economically by diverting profits, spiritually by trivializing beliefs, and culturally by diluting traditions. One of the most tangible harms is economic, as non-native businesses frequently profit handsomely from selling items that are sacred or traditional to native cultures without compensating the originators. Consider the widespread sale of items like intricately designed headdresses and protective dream catchers by non-native vendors in souvenir shops and mass markets. These items, often mass-produced and stripped of their original spiritual meaning, take essential revenue directly away from native artisans who pour their heritage, skill, and dedication into authentic creations. The Indian Arts and Crafts Act of 1990 specifically makes it illegal to falsely market non-native art as Native American-made, yet the sale of these inauthentic items sadly persists across various platforms. This commodification process strips cultural items of their inherent spiritual value and significantly devalues the skilled, heartfelt work of native artists in the marketplace. Beyond the economic damages, cultural appropriation inflicts deep spiritual and cultural harm that resonates through generations of native peoples. The misuse of sacred ceremonies, symbols, and practices trivializes deeply held beliefs and traditions that have been passed down through countless generations with great care. Examples include non-natives playing Indian at festivals or parties, often donning stereotypical costumes like cheap feather headbands or faux buckskin outfits. Another egregious example is the misrepresentation or commercial misuse of sacred sweat lodge ceremonies, which hold immense spiritual importance. These practices are not for entertainment. They are profound spiritual rituals with specific protocols, preparations, and sacred meanings central to native life. The appropriation of sacred symbols disregards the rich stories, histories, and meanings associated with them, separating the symbols from their essential cultural context. This disconnection can lead to a gradual loss of vital cultural knowledge and the dilution of cherished traditions for native communities over time. Furthermore, cultural appropriation often relies on and actively reinforces harmful, monolithic stereotypes of native people that oversimplify their realities. It ignores the incredible diversity of hundreds of distinct native nations, each with their own unique languages, customs, traditions, and histories. Negative stereotypes, such as portraying Native Americans as poor, drunk, or living on reservations, can have profound psychological effects on self-perception and community well-being. These stereotypes are particularly damaging for Native youth, severely impacting their self-esteem, cultural pride, and overall mental health. The use of Native American mascots and team names in sports also contributes to poorer self-esteem among youth and reinforces entrenched cultural biases in society. To avoid cultural appropriation, it's essential to actively support Native artists directly by buying their authentic works and promoting their livelihoods. Look for reputable retailers known for their direct relationships with Indigenous artists, ensuring your purchases genuinely benefit the creators and their communities financially. Educate yourself about Native cultures from credible Native-led sources to gain authentic insights and avoid misconceptions. Learn the true significance of the cultural items you admire, understanding their historical context, spiritual meaning, and cultural importance. Engage with Native culture respectfully, always acknowledging its rich, enduring history and diverse traditions passed down through generations. Remember that appropriation continues the legacy of historical dispossession, while appreciation involves truly honoring and respecting the culture and its living people. Several resources are available for learning more, including the National Archives Catalog, the Lessons of Our Land Project, and the Native Knowledge 360 Degrees Education Initiative. These provide historically accurate and culturally respectful information for everyone interested in learning more about Native American histories and perspectives. By understanding the key difference between appropriation and appreciation, and by choosing appreciation, we can all contribute to a more respectful and equitable world for Native communities.